guys, it is us, the Normies, back to watch more of the Expanse. This is Season 5, Episode 2, titled The Churn.
The Churn of the Century.
That's a good song. But, hey,
I'm very, very
we're excited, man.
I feel like they set up the first episode of Season 5 super well.
Oh, yeah.
We know now Naomi's still going after her son. We see Holden, just dealing with Holden stuff, trying to convince everybody, like, hey, why are you dealing with the portal molecule and everything? Like, Bobby going through her shit.
I'm really interested in what they do with this episode, because the Churn was one of their
novellas
in between stories, and it's Amos's backstory.
Oh.
So if they manage to show the events of the Churn and what's happening currently, like I'm very excited.
Oh, that's why you came in your pants.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I mean, we're not gonna have like an Amos spin-off series, so let's
Anything
dive into this.
Yeah, anything that has to do with Amos, I'm here for it. It's 100%.
This season might be the closest to get to that.
I'm fine with this being the whole episode. Let it be.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna be great. But yeah, Churn.
Marco Zanaro. Churn.
Yeah.
Amos.
Heading on to Baltimore.
But why is he on the moon base first?
It's like the shuttle. It's like
it's an airport.
Cool. That's so cool,
it's like the airport.
And I kind of, that's probably what's going to end up happening in the future if you think about it, man. We'll probably end up having, if
the moon
humanity ever gets to that point, and I hope we fucking do. Sorry for my language, but yes, I hope we do.
Can we?
It'll probably be, we'll have a base on Luna. We'll probably also have, like, have you ever seen those, like, big ladders up into space or whatever?
Yeah.
We'll probably have one of those.
We'll go space elevator.
Yeah.
Can we
we're
NASA?
not. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what they say would be. That would actually be possible if we all like.
The space elevator is a very, very possible thing. There's been, I think, it's been in a lot of.
You would have to pay Mickey like $10 million to take that elevator.
If we ended up in space, shit, I might do that. I mean, SpaceX, there's a lot of advancements in space technology, but I would love to see NASA and space be like mainstream popular again, like it was like in the late '90s, early 2000s. Like NASA was huge, man. And then
my nephew loves space stuff. I'm proud. I'm happy about that.
I feel like the general public has like lost its interest for space, and that's very sad.
It is
that's where all the fucking answers are.
It's the final frontier.
It started out as like a dick measuring contest, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, all right, look at these possibilities, look at these cool advancements, and yeah, the '90s was probably the hype.
And now it's a conspiracy theory. You're wrong. It never happened.
Now Space Force.
Space Force.
All right.
But
well, this is not a market substitute. Support the official release. Support us on Patreon if you would like to get ahead. Multiple episodes ahead on Patreon, I believe. There are uncut episodes available as well. Doing that really helps us survive as a channel, guys. Can't thank you enough for being our patrons if you are. And if not, I can't thank you enough for liking this video, subscribing, commenting down below. Hey, hello. How's your day? How's your day going? How's your Christmas going? You celebrating the holidays? Staying in? What are you doing?
Staying in.
Staying in. All right.
Are they doing it?
I want Amos to churn my butter.
That's a plant. Those are plants.
Oh, I just saw Karagi.
I love all the Hassami and El Mahri, all these like Arabic names.
You want to kill for John?
Don't worry about what I want, worry about what I am due.
Negan over here.
And I haven't given you my permission.
Shiro's dead. Who are you to tell us who we can kill?
I am Kamina Drummer.
Kamina.
Or you die and become a
They target Locus.
signal the motel.
We fuck them up. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my god, okay.
Damn.
That was like a snipe. That was a space sniper.
But if they target lock us again, kill them.
She shows mercy, though, and like the most
Ruthless mercy. She just cut the balls off.
Mercy to an extent.
Yeah, man.
We have retransmitted your distress call to the UN.
You people took everything from us.
Not everything.
All of us.
I love this attitude here.
The more you share, the more
Your
you
ball will be
Plentiful.
Tamina, you have a bounty on this ship?
Place Ashford's ship. I never thought I'd actually find it.
Damn. Oh, here we go.
What the fuck?
Let's go!
That's how Baltimore looks?
I mean,
Groceries.
bro, the
There's
game.
groceries.
They're playing the game over there.
Look at those holographic
Yeah.
billboards.
Vac suit. Solar energy, thank God.
Oh my god, this is great.
Wow. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Like the little details they put into the world building.
Earth seems so gray, though.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean,
all the possibilities
everybody
are in the universe now. You know what I mean?
It's cloudy.
They've talked about this in other seasons, but people on Earth live on basic, which is
Basic income.
yeah.
Everybody does.
Mostly everybody. Like you gotta really like if you want to work, they'll put you to the test.
The way they come into these shots on your character,
I know.
insane.
Did they just come from the
Yes,
very
yes.
top of the
You saw
skyscrapers?
you saw like the buildings, everything. You see him and like.
Yeah,
How did they do it so seamless?
Zoom in.
It was like
It's like
invisible
enhance,
to the
enhance.
eye.
What
the fuck? Are you kidding me?
That's what I was talking about. You saw him in the trailer, but
Timothy.
He's in The Wire, guys. We're watching The Wire. There's a lot of Wire references happening. If you haven't seen that show, you must.
How long were you with her?
I moved in here 10 years ago. I knew her a little bit before that.
Was Lydia his mom?
I think it's the woman that took care of her.
Were you good to her, Charles?
We were good to each other, boy.
Mm-hmm. Mind your manners, Amos.
Oh, that mug.
How did she die?
he's like this
She
rude ass
spent
motherfucker.
every waking moment hoping to see you again. You show up now and that's all you want to know?
Come on, Amos.
He's an old man.
Tell me.
It was an aneurysm. You need to beat me up to make yourself feel better about abandoning her here?
Was she happy?
Fuck you, boy.
I don't know. But there was so much she kept to herself. Am I gonna go on without her?
Yeah, Amos realizing he's talking to a human being now.
You were in that world too, right? She told me some of it. Just that you were born into it. So
Born into the life in Baltimore, still going.
Float to the top or sink to the bottom. Everything in the middle is a churn.
Mm.
She told me that. Thank you for being with her.
I spent the best years of my life in this house.
Why are you leaving?
It was hers. Some kind of favor from her old life. She let me stay, but now that she's gone, the guy who owns it, he wants it back.
What
Squeeze
was his
me.
name?
Dick move.
Eric.
Fuck you, Eric.
Stop backing.
Immediately. Like, sounds like it's one guy.
He's like, I'll take care of it.
You think that someone's an underdog. That means they're the good guy.
Yeah, that's what Inaros thinks of himself, probably.
You got a good ship. You can tell when they chime like this.
What?
The tone. The ship has a good
So
tone.
cool.
They need to really make some Holden coffee to
How
sell.
are they doing some of this shit, bro?
Yeah.
The wink.
Oh, all the crews, like, none of them are messing.
Amos.
I haven't been completely honest with you.
I'm shocked.
There is another piece to this. Meet me and I will tell you about it. Just you.
She gonna die.
But there's really nothing I can do.
But it proves that someone is going after the protomolecule.
He's like, can't,
You gotta rewind it like, oh.
You can't stay away,
Shit,
dude.
hopefully they find her alive.
Plus,
bro.
he has nothing else to do right now.
I mean,
Like,
hopefully
the
she's
ship
alive
is
in there,
repair.
man. I'm worried about her, bro.
And that's
I
the
know,
thing,
like, she could
that's
be dead.
so easy
That's
to like
literally what I
hack.
was thinking right now. Is that
I
she's
thought,
probably dead.
I thought they were both gonna get jumped, but yeah, she might. Ooh.
Yeah, she's gone.
Oh no, she's been taken.
She's gone.
Should have met at a public place. Did she record some shit, maybe?
Fred, we have a problem.
Ooh. Someone is going after Fred's proto-molecule stash. Is it Marco?
You're angry, and it's not because of something I did.
It wasn't until now.
She's developed a little Texan drawl too.
I've been buying for months. This is all black market. Avasarala is funding me.
You're working undercover for Earth to infiltrate Mars?
Avasarala is the only one I know for sure who isn't in on it.
There's no way someone walks off with one of these. That ain't possible.
Turns out it is. There have been a series of major force reductions. Which
I mean,
means
look
all
around.
of
Look
the
at the
Nommies
state of
using a
Mars.
bunch of people. The police are in on it. They're the delivery service.
Military police, then.
This is all coming from the military. I've got a possible lead on stealth missiles.
And RS is definitely buying shit from these people, these like black market sellers
I don't know
here.
if it's a single, but someone high up in the chain of command is in on it.
I love conspiracy stories.
That's a mistake. You try talking to him.
He's a senior lecturer at the War College. We don't travel in the same circles.
But the same inner circles.
Ooh, we'll talk to him. Hey, I kind of want to see them two get together. I'm not gonna lie.
No!
Where's Wallace?
It really is like a futuristic, like it's the game still happening in Baltimore. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
isn't Fred's actor, wasn't he in The Wire too?
I can
No.
neither confirm nor deny.
I just need you to give him a message. Tell him Amos Burton wants to talk.
Man, why don't you go fuck yourself?
He's smacking him 5 times!
He missed her. He
smacked
him like 4 times.
We're rewinding that.
The blood you found was definitely hers.
What about the hotel's cameras?
Yeah, the news there isn't good. Someone deleted the footage.
So it was someone inside station security?
I'm looking into that.
The docks. Things are being stolen and taken up.
She's still on this station. Somewhere.
She's in a cargo container. This might be all we get, man. We may never go to space. These adaptations might be all we get.
Probably.
You can just walk in?
Tactically, there's no advantage to holding either side of a ring. Yes, the gates each allow equal access into and out of a single system, so each of them individually represents a symmetrical choke point. You paid attention in your freshman year. I'm afraid we're out of time for this lecture and this term, but I will leave you with this.
What?
He's from White Collar.
Plan and prepare for every possibility, and you will never act. Great things are achieved by embracing great dangers.
Damn, all right.
And I hope we have given each of you the insights to carry the dream of Mars from being a planet circling a lonely single sun to a vision of humanity that can encompass 1,000 stars.
Thank you.
Oh, hell of a speech. Shit.
God damn it.
That was a great
I'm
speech.
ready
I
to
can't
embrace
write
the
that
danger,
down.
dude.
It'd be an honor to buy you a coffee. I can give you my first-hand account.
You pilot a stolen Martian ship for an Earther captain. I don't think we have much to say to each other.
Oh, but he did some shiznit.
Hot damn.
He also doesn't like being upstaged.
I don't see how I could have upstaged him.
First pilot to safely transit the Sol Ring, first Martian to set foot on an exoplanet.
Damn.
If you have an opening in
Babbage.
your copy schedule,
Oh, damn, alright, Alex.
Damn, bro, he's that big now, bro. He did some shit. I mean, he did though. Think about it, man. Like,
Find out why he's here.
already on it.
Oh!
Never mind. She's a good worker, that's all. Where do you get the gun?
Exit, come with me.
Aww. He's so nice.
Oh. But you're not gonna finish your muffin, bro?
It's gone. Damn.
It was shaky there for a second.
Damn. It's an interesting like background story going on there.
is he seeing himself or is that a real thing?
Damn, Mead.
Maybe that was his. Maybe that was him in like the past or something.
Ashanti.
Daughter?
I wanted to say goodbye before we left.
So soon?
Well, the boys have school next week.
Hired a tutor. This is what your father and I did for you. Your childhood wasn't so bad.
They're both.
Oh, so pretty and perfect.
They're both 24 alums. Play different characters in that show.
If you went to him, you could patch things up.
What I'm doing here is still important.
Well, maybe he understands that you would rather do anything than admit this part of your life is done.
Ashanti. Your mother is doing so much.
Named after amazing R&B singer of the 90s and 2000s.
Or like Om Shanti Om.
Oh, damn. Ashanti. You know?
Yeah.
Do you have something to add?
I do. I would like to discuss the Hisami, the science ship that was attacked. It speaks to the larger issue of the security threats from the belt. I have information from reliable, confidential sources that belters are buying Martian military supplies on the market, including if the buyer is Marco Inaros, and one of his ships destroyed the Hisami. It suggests...
Admiral Delgado, you're familiar with those reports? Was it in a Naros ship?
50-50.
Higher than that?
Not much.
Christian, you're on Luna to do a job. It isn't this. If you'd prefer not to be involved in these discussions, you're more than welcome.
What? She came with her homework done. You're on some petty shit.
Now, let's get back to work.
I feel like this bitch is about to get killed by that damn ass attack, man.
What'd you do?
There's a button, I pushed it.
Jesus Christ. That's really how you go through life.
That was great.
They're good with the jokes, dudes.
Oh shit.
That is hold.
Monica, can you hear me?
She can't.
Where the hell is she?
Her eye cam.
Cargo.
Damn. Flex a bust out of here.
What is that thing?
air purifier and a flashlight? Bro, what if he's in the middle of space? And they just like gave this to her as a fuck you, she's gonna open it and die.
No! No!
The air pressure.
Ooh. Oh god, oh god. Oh no.
Air, O2 levels.
Now you're fucked! Oh, check for vacuum.
Yeah, she is, man.
Oh!
Plug the hole.
Yeah, it's the vacuum.
Oh no! She's gonna die. There's no way.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh my god, how's anybody gonna find her? I mean, I guess watch the camera and see what attacks when it lasts.
I'm telling you, she's here.
I got one that's warmer than the others. Might need atmosphere inside.
Oh yeah, they're gonna save her. They'll save her. They'll save her.
They need a suit for her.
Holden will probably be like, here's mine. I don't know.
Do you guys see the eye reflection?
Yeah, oh my god.
That's so dope, bro. That's so fucking good.
They're just straight flexing, dude. You fucked.
Hold your breath.
You fucked, mate.
It's crazy. You don't even know if anyone's coming for you.
It's like...
Don't cut into it until the blister's in place. We don't need to ventilate her air while we're saving her life.
There's no air!
You know I work in space, right?
Oh, dope as shit!
Bro!
Wow.
Amazing.
Little dome of air.
Air, that's so cool.
I guess we simp a little bit too much, but fuck it, they deserve
I'm not
it.
simping. I love
That's
space,
so
man.
cool. It's like, I know how space works. You're explaining it to the audience, aren't you?
Is that her, though?
No.
It's carrying live soil. That's why it had atmosphere. This isn't the right container.
Oh, she's dead.
Well, now you ruined all that soil.
Oh, God.
That's so
Like, who the fuck is Eric and why he let Lydia live there?
This is a shipping container filled with soil. Like, you know, to take
Ooh,
out the
the
planets and
underground.
stuff.
Yeah. Excuse you, my diary's in there.
Trying to figure how you're gonna get back out?
Whoa.
Is that a motorcycle?
Everyone knows Amos Burton's been dead for, what, a couple decades?
What the fuck are you doing, Timmy?
Lydia died.
We had a deal.
I'm gonna need to change that deal.
Fuck you.
Whoa.
You killed Burton for me instead of killing me for him. You got his name and a way off the planet.
Oh. He keeps the house. Once he's died of natural causes, you can do whatever you want. Lydia would not want him sleeping in an alley, so I don't either.
Oh, well, shit! You should have just said so. You scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, the old guy can stay. I don't give a shit. Hang on, we'll drink on it.
So who is...
He was hired to kill someone named Amos Burton.
And he took the name.
I wonder how much they'll go into it. But...
Eric.
Is that baseball signed by Baby Ruthie?
God damn, that's good.
Baseball fan, for sure.
All this is really about the house.
I want more. Please more. Don't go.
He took the decanter, though. No.
You've changed. What the hell happened to you out there?
One thing and another.
Here, too. I mean, look at all this.
Antique pool table.
You remember when we were just street trash?
I'll never forget that.
Burton's fake ID won't hold up if you get arrested down here. It'll lead back to me. I've got a lot to lose.
You need to get off this planet, Amos.
You did good, brother.
I love you, and I miss you, I do. But show your face in my city again, and I'm putting you down.
It's good seeing you again, Eric.
One became a fucking crime underworld kingpin boss. One flew on the Rocinante.
I hope
Are
they
they
go,
real?
I hope they go into it
Nah.
more, man, because it's such a
It's
a
like
good
Street
story.
Brothers.
I think so.
It's a
Man,
really,
she
it's
made such a
really,
fatal
really good story.
mistake. It sucks.
She's dead.
I would have told because I was floating, you know. I could, you know.
She holding her breath, or is she dead? She's dead.
No, I see her eye moving.
She's dead.
Woo! God,
Let's go.
I can't. My heart.
Let's go! What was that?
She goes out of her way to humiliate me.
Shocking. After the kindness you showed her when your positions were reversed.
Why would you take the risk?
Maybe something to do with the mission the Asami was on.
Let's go. Let's go.
I know what you do.
What you did today was hard. When you're hurt, hurting others is easy. It takes strength to choose not to.
It's really good the way they pull that off.
I love you, Timothy,
Know it.
but I'm not righteous. I can't teach you to be that. Can you imagine a version of me that is good? I'll pretend to be her. Maybe that's enough for people like us.
That's rough, bud.
Damn.
That was a really good scene.
Everything catches back up to, man.
He's never gonna go back to Baltimore.
No. What do you mean no? Yeah, whatever, asshole.
That guy was smart. He was very, very smart. That was probably the smartest person that Amos encountered. He knew him. I'm gonna talk a little shit and walk away.
Chrissy!
Stop it.
There's someone that I should see first, and I'm gonna need your help arranging it.
Oh my god, I love Amos so much, man. And the backstory just makes him even more just wholesome to me.
He said he's never coming back to Earth. I'm glad I'm living in this time.
Through the clouds. Damn.
I'm so happy I'm living in the time that I'm living in right now. But it would have been
it's
so.
over. No.
Damn it! It would have been so amazing to see a future where we can do that.
Amos' story is so cool. I love the way they filmed it and like kind of showed it just enough to be like, oh wait, is it that kid or is it?
They kind of covered the backstory, but like with him and Eric, like
There's a lot.
if you guys read anything, read the Churn. Like
Just a chapter?
It's a mini book.
The book is called
Yeah,
The
it's
Churn.
like an in between book. It's called The Churn.
Nice.
And it's
probably explain their whole backstory or whatever.
Yeah, you learn a lot more about Lydia and like the nitty gritty of his relationship and Eric and who the original Burton was and just the whole crime scene of
So this was
Baltimore.
kind of a follow up to that, essentially. Right?
Kind of like they kind of touched it up on their past, but it was just like an expositional dialogue where it's just that there's so much you didn't see,
Well, like,
and I don't want to say like just in case they touch up on it again. Like I do hope they go more into it, so if they don't do it by the end of the season, then I'll fill you guys in.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very, very good episode.
Yeah, that was really well done. Especially, I like the whole Amos' story. I'm just guessing from what I see right now is that like, I mean, I don't know the truth is that like he had a very tough childhood. He probably was definitely sold into. I mean, he was
The Johns
he was
didn't want
he
him.
was a prostitute. He even said that he was.
Yeah,
I think a couple
Lydia
years
saved
ago.
him from the Johns.
Yeah, he was a child prostitute. You know what I mean? They sold him around. They used him around as much as he could, and then I guess he had that one person, Lydia, take care of him, and then he had Eric as well. And they did what they did. They got rid of the guy that was, I guess, undertaking all of them, you know, and then they went around their separate ways. Other than that, I mean, that's the only thing that I'm getting off the story from.
She took the gun away from him, right?
Yeah.
Lydia did.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was just kind of a street rat at that point. I'm guessing Eric was kind of in a similar situation as him. I mean, they call each other brother.
Yeah.
They're not brothers, I'm assuming, but they're like probably cut from the same cloth. And yeah, it was cool to see that they went in completely separate directions. But it almost feels like a hanging story thread, though. So maybe he will be back in Baltimore, or they'll have to go to Baltimore for some reason.
I mean, whatever they did, it couldn't be just when they were kids. It had to be when they're older, because like Eric was also like, you know, they killed that Burton dude and stuff. He's like, you know, if you come back or you get arrested or whatever, you get caught here, like I'm gonna get in trouble too. It's like you need to like leave.
If anything, it just shows how difficult things are and like how life is kind of meaningless in the future. It's just like you know, it almost takes you back to like fucking back olden times where like, you know, it's like if you like there's no rules, you know, like you just died, you died. You know, like lawlessness, as I would say.
So on Earth, like most people are living on basic, which is just like a provided income.
Yeah.
If you want a job or if you want to go to school, you have to like prove yourself. Like they don't give jobs to just like anybody. So like most people are just living on like the bare minimum, and that's all like the government
Basic
provides.
assistance.
Yeah. And basically, then like I'm basically that's why they have like people sell drugs and like like all it's like. At that point, when you're on, like it happens right now, like with people, like if you can't make money through the like governmental income, people are gonna do other things. That's why prostitution,
Money
selling
talks.
drugs, you know, trafficking people. It's just like it's a thing that is so disgusting and in my personal, some of it's very, very evil. Yeah. But it is a necessity that some people need to do to pay rent. I think Amos even said it himself. He's like you can't judge somebody for making for somebody to pay rent, what they do to pay rent, and then Amos is like, yeah, actually you can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
damn.
Man,
it's so crowded too. Like even a city like Baltimore, it's just so many people. Like, you know what I mean? This population, they had to kind of probably move to only specific parts of the country, right? Because remember they have like walls.
Yeah.
In the ocean. Like, is every place still populated?
I'm guessing overcrowding is a thing. Man.
I think there's Earth is like severely overpopulated.
Yeah, like we're dealing with. I feel like we're dealing with overpopulation right now. That's gonna be a new thing that we're gonna worry about here in the future. It's like mouths to feed, people to feed, and people to take care of. You know what I mean? And think about it like this: like automation is pretty much prevalent nowadays. You know what I mean? And it's gonna probably be more vast in the future. People are not gonna be able to do regular jobs to do things. It's gonna be all by computers and.
I'm really happy Amos saved Charles because he was a good guy. Like, not let him go out live in the streets and everything.
I guess Charles finally stepped down from the Baltimore police force.
Mm-hmm. What did they say to... Sorry.
What was his name in The Wire? I don't know. Sorry.
Burrell.
Yeah.
I'm just. What does it sink to the top and or drown to whatever it's called?
Float to the top, sink to the bottom, everything in between
is Churn. I like that. Also,
it's
real
like
quick,
describing the game in another way. Like I feel like the Wire motifs were not lost on the creators here. Maybe we're reaching, but
this honestly could be the continuation of Baltimore. You know, like it like straight up.
It's pretty like I feel like this is one of our first big. Like we haven't really been on Earth that much. If we are, it's like little tidbits here and there and little discussions.
We're usually like inside a building. You know.
Yeah, this one was like, we saw Earth. We saw all the. You saw the grayness of Earth. We saw the people being poor on Earth. We saw advertisements, just things not being the greatest for Earth.
Oh, and also, the scene at the end where he told those kids no. Yeah. So like he was about to get mugged because that's what he used to do back in the day. So one line they didn't add in, he was like, "No, wait for the next guy. Like you don't want to fuck with me." Like,
yeah.
Also, real quick,
that's cool.
Eric was scared at first to see Amos.
Yeah, see,
why?
I don't.
It seemed like there's some bad blood there. Like that they had this agreement. He just said, "I'm gonna kill you if you come back." So maybe he thought Amos was gonna just.
He did say he did explain it. So Burton, the original Burton, wanted Eric dead, and he was gonna have Amos do it.
Yeah,
but Timmy was very good friends with Eric.
Gotcha.
So he killed Burton instead. And I really hope they go more into it if they can because there's so much more there.
Yeah. So on here, Drummer is hella cool, man. She has space pirates fucking telling her, "Yeah, boss man," and stuff. She's showing mercy.
She attacked that ship at the beginning. Then,
yeah, but like,
messed up.
But she's. I mean, I don't know.
This is the part you were talking about that was supposed to be played by Michio Pa. So like Drummer has absorbed like a few different characters throughout the series because like she herself doesn't show up in the books till like book 6. Yeah. But like she's been like I think what they did with Drummer like absorbing the other characters, I think it was probably a really smart play.
No, she's amazing
to just consolidate everything.
Yeah.
And she just knocks it out of the park, obviously.
Yeah. I like the way they had the missile zoom past the camera, and then when it pans over, the damage is already done.
Dude, they're flexing so hard with just everything.
See, look, no, this one they have the white.
I like that she was like also looking for Ashford's ship, and she thought she was never gonna find it. That was like really pleasant to see. Like I loved her and Ashford's relationship so much in the previous seasons.
Yeah.
Like even if they disagreed on some things here and there, like they were both respectful to each other.
You think she finds out what happened with Ashford? She's gonna be pretty upset.
Yes, man. Yeah.
And Norris and I want to mostly go back to the part where Amos bitch smacks that guy. Like,
oh my god, that was the best thing ever. That was the best thing ever.
He just kept going.
So what do you guys think about the Monica part? Calling Holden and saying she can prove someone is trying to mess with the proto molecule and everything.
Smartest thing, if you know people are after you too, just send a distress message to Holden and be like, "I know something about the proto molecule, whatever," and he'll save you dying from.
And then Holden will blast into the rest of the universe.
Man, I guess they go.
Who do you think took her?
I guess they do black bar stuff. No, never mind. I can see the black bars do get smaller when they're in space, but when they're on Earth, the black bars are bigger.
Who do I think took her? I think whoever Marcos' mole is in the Fred's crew that's messing with the docks again. If we're going with the Wire motif. Whenever the docs are involved, like there's always some fuckery afoot. You know what I mean? There's shady business, shady dealings. So
I don't know.
Maybe they're just flexing, being like, "Look, we put her in a container because we can."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's kind of fucked up. They threw her in a fucking container, though, bro. Can you imagine waking up in that bitch and you're trying to get out? That's your doom.
Yeah, I think it's also kind of a message to Fred. Also, like your house is in order.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know if this was this episode or was it the last episode, but it was this episode when what do you call it again? Alex met with Bobby, and they were in the bar. It said Firehawk whiskey.
Yeah.
Shooting Firehawks. Remember, it said Firehawk whiskey. That was a little, they always add that in there to whatever. So I caught the first one. I'm glad I did.
That's cool. I like how like being a Texan is like a cool motif on Mars. Like they have LED lit cowboy hats.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. So the stuff on Mars, man, it's just really connected with Earth. I'm with the Belters, dude. Like, I mean, it's Bobby pretty much laid it out. It's like the government I feel like the government and the top officials have like abandoned Mars in a weird way, and now like it would basically be like our generals just like taking like everybody banned in the U.S. basically. We're going somewhere else now, and just taking all of our awesome weapons and just selling it off to like terrorists basically. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's some high type of fuckery, man. That's all I gotta say.
They're just stripping Mars for parts at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but it was also really, really good to see Alex get some sort of recognition, even though he's being.
I mean, even if there were double spy and everything, it's still true facts, as you said.
So I think Versarala already thinks it too, with the 50-50 chance. All this shit happening on Mars. All like the black market selling of their technology. Marcos has acquired all those things like stealth ships and missiles and such. And he's using that to further help infiltrate like the other side of the OPA. You know what I mean? Like Fred and all them. So right now Marcos is like the most dangerous person in the whole cosmos here.
Yeah.
Because he's got a lot of cards to play and seemingly has no limit or on like what he wants to do or whatever his goal is. You know, I don't know what is his goal. Because he just
well, I mean, they touched on it a little bit last season. Like you saw his rise. I think he's like the quintessential belter. Like he is as hardcore of a belter as you can get, and the message he's spreading is not wrong. Like, you know, the belters have been stepped on and not respected, and I think he's
now they are.
He's seeking respect, but what he's willing to do to get it is
scary.
Yeah.
You still can't find it's right there.
Yeah, it's
this
right
is
here.
the scene. You finally found it.
I was leaving the episodes we were talking about stuff. I wasn't trying to find it right away.
Amos wants to talk. Man, why don't you go fuck yourself?
Please stop hitting me. That's all you can say.
That's what you guys say. Stop, dude. I get it.
It's almost it's like comic relief at this point. Amos just like intimidate and beat on someone.
Back to the double spy thing real quick. I love that Suavete, whatever his name is. Savete was giving that speech on the ring. It was very informative. I loved it.
He's from a white collar. He was like Neil Caffrey's holder. I forget his name. He was the guy that was married to Tiffany Amber Thiessen in the show.
I have no idea what that is.
So he wants Mars to push onward towards the rings now, and like, you know.
But like, not forget like that. You know, Mars was the starting point of like for their kind of like future and everything. Like, don't forget like where you guys kind of came from. Like, you guys are. I mean, I liked the speech a lot. It was very just like everybody here is like leaving immediately, going to like different rings and trying to leave and do this and that. And he's reminding everybody of like what Mars is good for and like where they came from, etc.
Were they talking about like surrounding the ring or whatever, like putting a blockade around the ring, or did I misunderstand what was being discussed before he went?
It's just an educational of like what they discovered so far. I think, right? That's what I understood.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was just talking about like travel between the gates.
Yeah, gotcha. Travel
and like the logistics behind that.
Discovery and stuff. Basically, like saying, "Hey, we have this right now, but like don't all run towards it. Mars is still here for you." And I think is what I got from it. But it is true though. Like as Martians and everything, Alex was the first Martian to fly through, the first Martian to set foot on a different planet.
And he did the whole fucking remember the slingshot. That shit was sick.
Yeah, Alex is an ace pilot, and now old girl is on it to get information from Alex. Who
it's gonna happen pretty quick.
I think he's gonna crack open like an easy like
Babbage, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Babbage.
Like a Babbage. Oh yeah, her name is bad.
So we also met Shanti, Christian's daughter, and like, I feel like she does have a point. You know, at this point we're getting old age to be with your husband Arjun. You should go back, etc., etc. But at the same time, we know the other side of the story, and Christian's the one working with Bobby for just to take shit off the market and everything and help for the better good. So it's like, I'm kind of for Christian staying behind.
Tim DeKay, that was his name.
Tim DeKay.
She's married to the job. Like, so some people are just.
And I mean, she was meant for that job. She was meant for that role, and I feel like the world needs her. So.
Yeah, but like that's kind of the theme this season is like, oh, Holden is special, so he doesn't deserve to kind of settle down and have a family. Christian is meant for this. Amos is going back and digging into his roots. Alex is going back and seeing what's left for him. So
like
this there's a clear theme this season of like, how do we move on from being like going through these
the chosen ones,
huge events? Yeah, like feeling like it's our responsibility to change. I think it's like the quote from last episode: "Life will continue after you're gone." You know.
Yeah.
I love James Holden's like, there was a button, so I pushed it. And like, what did Fred say?
He's like, so that's
just how you go through life, isn't it?
He's Jesus Christ. That's
it's a button. Let me push it.
You guys ever watch Dexter? Ooh, what does this button do?
Yeah.
But back to that scene real quick. Like, Christian tries to inform Gao all information and all that stuff, but like Gao just puts her in her freaking place.
Yeah.
Like,
oof.
That was kind of like, I just wanted to shake Gao. I'm like, please listen to her. It's 50-50, and she's been right about so much, please.
Yeah. Gao's, I feel like she's thinking she's doing what she got to do, and she thinks maybe Christian's trying to, like, undermine her, and I don't blame her because of the way the campaign was.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was pretty ruthless, but now that she's actually come to her with solid information, like, she's going to need to bring it up to 60-40, because, like, 50-50 is not going to cut it.
And Delegate, whatever his name is.
Delgado.
He tried. I mean, he can do as much as he can, but at the same time, he's, like, not in a position of power to be like, Gal, listen to Christian. Like, I think he's playing his role really well right now.
What else?
Those are my notes, honestly. I think this was a super fantastic episode.
Yeah.
I love that Alex got to see all the like Martian material from the black market that Bobby's been gathering as well. Like, I think his eyes have been slowly opening up more since these last 2 episodes, because you see like him realizing, oh, Mars is homeless now, like poor, and now he's seeing all the materials. So like, where's this planet going?
Yeah.
It was good. It's cold in here. It's good. I can't talk.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Well, see ya.
See you on the next one.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this week's episode of The Expanse. We'd like to give a special shout out to our super patrons, Exploring Dylan, Clayton Davis, Aaron, Joe Mags, Harry MacFan, and Mr. Momus. Thanks again and happy holidays.